Happy Thursday, everybody, and welcome to our monthly panel. And we are very blessed to have Eric and Monica. I said it right. From Park Hoppers. Thanks, guys, for being here.
Thank you for having
Thank
us,
you,
sir.
Dean.
We'll just explain up front, as people are joining, that we had a little technical glitch here. Apparently, StreamYard added a setting which makes people authenticate when they log in. So we're trying to get LeAnne and Mary Ellen to join us, and I think Roadtrip Dave is going to as well. My brother Epcot Bob is on a cruise, so he is not joining us. Guys, thanks for being here. First off, can you just go ahead and tell me a little bit us about your channel?
Okay. So we're the Park Hoppers. We're Eric and Monica. We go live from the parks here in Walt Disney World, Orlando, Florida, every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, as much as consistently possible. We used to go live at 6 p.m. each evening. We've been kind of creeping that a little bit earlier every now and again, especially recently.
Yeah.
We'll be live actually tomorrow at 2 p.m. So
Okay.
Yeah, it's a little kind of adding a little bit more variation to it and everything. But we love showing Disney content. We love showing the Orlando area. Eventually, one day we might expand to things like Universal and other things like that. But
one day,
yeah, for now, we're pretty much strictly Disney, and we really love just bringing that magic to people who can't be there.
Yes.
I have LeAnne back here. All
Okay.
right, I did turn it
all
off.
the messages.
Yeah, I turned it off. I found a way to turn it off.
But I see what she's talking about. When you try to go through the link that you sent us in the chat,
Oh,
it won't open.
okay.
And so you have to copy and paste that link into Safari, or I did, to get it to open. And so that's what I told her to do. So I don't know.
Okay. And I apologize to everybody. We are just trying to get, I'm going to go ahead and see if I can send a new link to them. Okay. All right. We'll see if that helps. All right. Well, so thanks guys for being on the show. And I did want to say, and so I've been watching you go live. I think it was recently I noticed you've been going live for long periods of time in the parks.
Yes, sir.
We try.
Yeah.
What's the longest?
Our longest was, I think we had a Christmas party that went a little over 7 hours.
I think the Christmas party was the longest one thus far.
Yeah.
How do you do that?
By resting the next day.
Yeah, for sure. Let's say hi to everybody here. That we have Kay Wilby in the chat. We have Scott Sure. Good to see you, Scott. We have Blaine and Mallory from Rally Creative Travel, and they are awesome. We've got Janie B. Janie, nice to have you here. And we got Movie Mania Nick. Nice to have you here, Nick. So first off, let us know a little bit about how were you from the Orlando area, or did you move there because of your passion for Disney?
Well, originally we're both Floridians, not from the Orlando area though. She grew up a huge Disney fan.
Yes.
I did not necessarily, but when I met her and I saw how just the impact Disney made on her life and her family's lives and everything, I was like, there's something to this. Let's give it a little bit of a try. She liked the idea of the Orlando area, so we had the opportunity and we moved here. Mm-hmm. And not long after we moved here, we got to meet some of our favorite content creators and everything that were out there on the scene. And they inspired us and they motivated us and said, hey, why don't you try this? And so we did.
Huh. Can you mention some of the content creators?
Yeah, we met a number of them. We met, I think Steve's World was our first one that we met.
Yeah, Steve was
nice.
Yeah, we met, I don't know that there's many creators we haven't met at this point, though, but every single one has just been very motivating. Wes, busy getting Disney, Ron on the go, all sorts of just amazing creators that are just so positive and kind.
Very positive. And we don't know how they do it, but we try.
Well, you're doing a lot. Oh, good. We got Mary Ellen here. Mary Ellen. I'm sorry.
Oh my gosh.
I didn't do it on purpose. It was a new thing, and it was by default. So I don't know what
No
happened.
worries. No worries. I'm challenged anyway.
Have you met Eric and Monica before?
I have not.
Oh, well,
Good
this
to
is
meet you.
T-TownMaryEllen. This is Eric and Monica.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
So what we know up to now is they're both from Florida, and they met. Monica already had a passion for Disney. Eric was not so sure, but once he got into it, I think you could say you were a big fan of it now.
Oh yeah.
So how young were you, Monica, when you first went?
Before I can remember memories, I guess.
Yeah.
2, 1.
Yeah.
Nice.
Pretty much.
Nice. So, okay, well, we've got a bunch of questions prepared, and we're going to kind of go around the horn. And that was just a little introduction. And so hopefully we'll get back to some more questions about your channel and your plans. I know you are going live tomorrow. I saw that.
Yes. Sir.
Yes.
So what time was that?
So tomorrow at 2 p.m. we'll be live from Epcot for Festival of the Arts.
That'll be the earliest we've ever gone live.
Very much so.
Okay. All right. Well, I will turn it over to LeAnne. LeAnne, I'm going to let you go first.
Okay. So Dean kind of touched on one of my questions. I was going to ask, have you met any famous YouTubers in the park? By famous, I'm talking like some of the ones that are really at the top, like Adam the Woo, or let's see, Justin Scard, or maybe even paging Mr. Morrow in that arena.
Well,
so we typically, up till recently, we've typically gone live pretty late in the evening, which isn't necessarily conducive for a lot of the larger creators.
Yeah, I was gonna say, now that we're starting to go earlier, we might see a few more out and about, which would be awesome. But we have met
Adam the Woo. We've met on 2 occasions.
Yeah, meeting Adam was awesome. So kind.
The first time we met him was actually right before the first Halloween
party.
Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party.
Yeah.
That was his very first one, and that was last year. And before he could get into to get everything going, we ran into him, and he stopped and talked to us for 5 or 6 minutes just about YouTube and about just everything. Just took the time to talk to us, which was very sweet of him.
Super nice, super nice.
We had no idea it was his first time at the Halloween party. We didn't mean to stop him.
We were like, oh my gosh, that's Adam.
He took a picture with us and everything. I think it was shortly before his birthday too. It was a very nice situation there. We've met Resort TV 1.
We met Jenna. We met Jenna and Mom and Dad. That was awesome. They're also really, really super sweet.
Very sweet.
Yes.
Yeah.
Outside of that, I don't think anyone like we've met so many amazing creators, but I wouldn't say anyone over like 100,000 subscribers aside from that. I think
so. Those are all that come to mind at the moment, anyways. But everybody we've met in general has been just super, super kind.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it seems like Disney streamers, it's like running into family.
I hope so.
The nice half, maybe.
Oh, we'll get to those questions too. We want to know about the other ones. All right, T-Town. Oh, I don't hear you.
Sorry, I muted me. So each of you, of the rides that have gone away, which ride do you miss the most?
Wow.
I think mainly because of maybe a recency bias, but Splash probably.
I think I'm going to say a different one, actually.
Great movie ride?
Because I don't think, for me personally, Splash hasn't hit enough. Like, it hasn't been long enough for it to have been gone for me to miss it super. Like, because we went, like, pretty recently.
The Friday before.
We went the Friday of the closing weekend, which was amazing opportunity to enjoy the ride before it closed. And I'm gonna say Splash maybe like in a month.
Yeah.
But for now, I'll probably say the Great Movie Ride for me.
Yes.
Yeah. I really miss the Great Movie Ride.
Me too.
If you had to choose between Great Movie Ride and what's the one, Runaway Railway, which one would you choose?
Oh, they're
that's-
so different though.
That's cruel and
Like,
unusual.
I really love all the the animation that they've put into
Yeah.
Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway.
All the little details are
The
amazing.
details, the story, like the hidden Mickey, I think it's fantastic for kids.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like especially the younger kids because of all the animation, the cartooniness of it. But I do miss the Great Movie Ride with all the Indiana Jones and
Oh, yeah.
Casablanca, the Wizard of Oz. I mean, it's so many classics. Hey, Debbie. Oh man.
And the great thing about the Great Movie Ride that I really miss is just that the cast members that were such a big part of that ride.
Oh yeah,
Right.
that was fun too.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
I don't
agree.
think I really gave you an answer.
No.
No, that was good.
That is a good answer. Yeah. Well, I kind of tagged on, so I'm going to ask you a question too. By the way, I wrote out, I was showing these guys, I wrote out 50 some questions the other day, and I'm going for 100 Disney questions, but I ain't going to ask them all tonight. So, all right, I'll just go with a simple one. And for each of you, just rattle off your top 3 rides in all parks.
You want me to go first?
You could go first.
Rise of the Resistance. It's just an incredible ride. Just the surrealness of it, and when you have a great cast of cast members that really sell it, it's amazing. When everything's working right, it's the best ride I think in Disney.
It's awesome.
I love Kilimanjaro Safaris. I love that every single time you ride it, it's something different. I love that. I mean, you can't control the animals. The animals are going to do what they're going to do.
Yeah.
I love getting stopped by animals crossing the road.
Oh yeah, that's the best. We've had a giraffe cross our path, and it's like, you're beautiful.
And then the third is tough. I want to say either Haunted or Pirates, just because
Oh yeah.
the classicness of it.
Those are the same for me though. I do love yeah, Pirates and Haunted are awesome. Big Thunder Mountain's always fun.
Big Thunder Mountain is a lot of
Oh,
fun.
yeah.
Growing up, Space Mountain was awesome, but as an adult, it's a good pass.
Yeah.
You
Those are good
feel
answers.
you feel aches and pains in places you didn't
Yeah.
think you'd feel after you get off of Space Mountain nowadays.
It's true. I think that the new Guardians ride is a smoother ride.
Oh, everybody talks so much. We have yet to ride Guardians of the Galaxy.
Okay.
We have to. It's on our list.
It's
Yeah.
hard to
Everybody
get.
says such good things about it.
It's hard to get in the queue.
It is.
Yeah.
And we had up until recently. Again, we haven't been going to the parks earlier than 5:30, 6 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yeah.
So
And the
Okay.
latest time to get in the queue is at 1 p.m., but you got to be in the park.
That's right.
So,
Yeah. Well, you may have to pay for the lightning lane one of these
that's
days.
also an option.
that is awesome.
Hey, Timothy Rainwaters, wanted to say hello, and I think I missed
Hi, Tim.
Debbie Thunnert. Good to have you here. And did I miss anybody else? Anyway, good to have Timothy here, and Scott Schur. Okay, LeAnne.
Okay, staying on the topic of rides, what is one ride that you feel needs to be updated?
Oh. What do you think?
So I think that the ride is great as it is, and I love it, and I enjoy riding it over and over again. However, I think they may need to look into a new way, a new propulsion system or something for the Tomorrowland Transit Authority People Mover,
Yeah.
because
it goes down so much.
as the weather
Yeah.
changes, it continues to have issues, and I think if they reassessed how it works, it might work better. But I'm also afraid for them to touch it, knowing what happened in Disneyland.
I know, it went away forever.
Yeah, that would be not good.
Yeah.
What do you think, Honey?
I think Haunted Mansion.
Haunted?
I think
Haunted
everything
Mansion.
would could be repainted, more vivid, especially the Madame Leota part for ours and Walt Disney World. I feel like the glowing features are very lacking.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think everything could just be repainted, and then with the Hatbox Ghost edition, when they put that in, why not just give everything a little boost? You know?
Yeah.
Mhm.
A little sprucing up.
Yeah.
Also make room for a holiday overlay.
Oh, that would be
Yeah.
awesome. I
We'd be
don't
keen
think
on
that's
it.
gonna happen, but that would be very cool, like Disneyland's.
That would be ideal.
Good question. Okay,
Dave.
Mary Ellen.
Okay, so what ride are you willing to stand in line for that could take hours? Are you willing to stand in any line for hours for a ride?
Well,
I was like,
we waited almost between 2.5 and 3 hours the
Oh
last day
my
of
gosh.
Splash.
For the closing weekend of Splash Mountain. Yeah, that was a long wait. That's the longest we've ever waited for a ride.
Yeah.
But I would wait if we weren't live streaming and just going to the park to enjoy the park. I would wait an hour plus a little bit for Rise of the Resistance. I think
Rise of the Resistance.
I think that one's worth it.
I agree.
That's such a good question. So I'm going to ask it a tag on to that, and I'm going to ask everybody it. What is your favorite queue or line for a ride? What's the best done line queue?
I don't know who wants to go first.
What are you thinking?
Oh my gosh, there's so many good
There
queues. Especially I feel like with Batu, like I think they did amazing theming for the queue for Rise of the Resistance, for the Millennium Falcon. You could see the Falcon, so much detail when you get to the top level. I think those are really cool.
And I've got an answer, and I think she's going to change her answer when I say it. But I think I can never remember the name of it though. The Buzz Lightyear variant that's in Toy Story Land.
Oh, Toy Story Mania?
Toy Story Mania. Thank you.
Good.
That's a fun one.
I
I
think
stick with my answer,
you're
but I think that one's really fun too.
I love how that queue has all these board games, but like the board games are themed after parts of the ride itself.
Yeah.
So it's showing you instructions and everything about what you're going to be experiencing on the ride itself. And Slinky's also great in that way, but it's much less of the queue is that way, I would say. With
Right.
Slinky.
Yeah. Those are good. LeAnne, what do you say to that? Best line queue?
Well, I was sitting here thinking, Jerry's saying, my husband's over there listening. He's saying, I've not rode Avatar, but I'm thinking this last time that we went to Disney World in October, I finally stood in the queue for Peter Pan. I had always bypassed it before using FastPass, but that was the first time I've ever had to walk through the whole queue, and that was just pretty amazing to me. You know, I know it's an old ride, but it was just, I enjoyed that queue.
That's a good queue. T-Town.
Okay, so if you're going to go little kiddish, Winnie the Pooh, if you're going to go like more adultish, Tower of Terror.
Oh, that's...
Yeah, that is so good. In fact, I'll confess, I was there with Jim from More Sunshine and my brother, and I can't go on that ride. That's the one ride in Disney that gets me sick. So, but I love the queue, so I just went to the end and then I chicken out.
There's nothing wrong with that, Dean.
Oh, well,
at least
yeah,
you
I feel kind of silly.
In the building. So.
No, that queue is it's an experience.
It is. I'm going to just throw mine in at Star Tours. I love Star Tours queue.
Yeah, that's fun too.
Oh, yeah.
So fun. Okay, that's my question. So, LeAnne.
Okay. Mary Ellen asked about standing in line for rides. Have you ever stood in line for a popcorn bucket?
We have to
and if so, which one?
It was a shorter one that we stood in line for.
Because basically lately when we go to Disney, it's because we're live streaming.
Yeah.
So like we don't like to have everybody waiting for us to stand in lines for too long.
Do you want me to grab one of them, or?
Probably not. I'll describe it.
Okay. She's got them on display, and if I touch it,
because I only have 3 popcorn buckets, but I did not have them till recently.
Mm-hmm.
The first one was at the Christmas party because I thought it was an exclusive popcorn bucket, but apparently it was not an exclusive popcorn bucket.
Oh.
It was the musical Christmas tin. It was it's like red metal with holly on the sides, and then it has like really cute characters and everything, and it's musical. So I was like, that's beautiful. I don't want to miss out. So I got that one. Mm-hmm. And then we got the Rainbow Magic Kingdom Mickey balloon one that we got over at Adventureland because it was really pretty. And I was like, I'm going to hate it if I don't get it, and then it's gone. And then lastly, of course, I had to get the Figment popcorn bucket.
Yeah.
Because like I just had to get it because we love Figment. Mm-hmm. And we didn't have the opportunity to get one last year. So we got one this year.
Yeah, but we got that one again this year at the opening day of the Festival of the Arts. So we didn't wait in too long of a line.
Oh, because we did the mobile queue. Order. The mobile order was genius. I was like, yes.
Easier to get this year, the Figments.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay. Oh, I didn't know that. Okay, Mary Ellen.
Okay, if you could stay at any of the Walt Disney World property resorts for a week, which one would you want to stay in?
I have my answer, like easy.
Does DVC count? Like the more expensive option?
Sure.
Yeah.
Oh, then easily the cabins at Wilderness Lodge.
I really love the cabins at Wilderness Lodge.
Yeah.
Those are beautiful. I have a different answer, though.
You have a different answer?
I do. Right. I love the Animal Kingdom Lodge.
Okay.
I love, like, you wake up and you see giraffes outside your windows, zebras. Like, what? That doesn't happen unless you go to Africa. I mean, that doesn't happen anywhere else, really.
That's true.
Yeah.
So that's my answer.
I just love the cabins at Wilderness, how you're right there at Magic Kingdom. You're not cool even just a quick boat ride over there. And yet, when you're in the cabin while you're at Disney, you're also in such a private and just it's incredibly expensive. I don't think we'll ever do it.
It's a dream.
Yeah. Yes.
You can see the electrical water pageant from like some of the back of the cabins, and it's like, what? That's really cool.
Let's go.
I think I saw Mr. Morrow rent one of those, and they had that. It was amazing. Yeah, it was like $3,000 a night.
Yeah, way out of our budget, that's for sure. But if Disney ever wants to have us out, we'll be more than glad to.
The day we have $3,000 ready to go, we're going on a cruise. So.
Oh yeah, that's true too.
Oh yeah. Hi Kelly, good to see Kelly from the Mickey
Kelly.
Bunch here.
Kelly.
Oh, we got Yadi here. Hey Yadi.
Hey, Yadi.
Haven't seen Yadi in a while. She's a big cruiser. I think she's a travel agent. And Janie B is telling you can always dream.
Yep, absolutely.
Hi, Janie B.
All right, I think it is my turn. So I will pick another question. Okay, this is a simple one. Monorail or Skyliner?
Well, that's very simple for us because we have yet to do the Skyliner.
No way.
Yeah, every time we've had an opportunity to or anything, we really haven't had need to.
Okay.
And the last time we walked literally by it, it was closed.
Right, that's true.
So that kind of helped with that decision making.
Yeah, it's been a while though. We should definitely do it sometime soon.
Yeah, we would like to do it soon for a stream. That would be awesome.
But we love the monorail also, so that helps.
For sure. And we have Roadtrip Dave in the house. Eric and Monica, if you don't know Roadtrip Dave.
Hey, Eric. Hey, Monica. How are y'all doing?
Good. How are you?
Good. Hey, just for clarity's sake, are y'all's Twitter WDW Park Hoppers?
No, sir.
Okay.
I think that's another.
All right. I just tagged somebody else when I was promoting the live stream. So.
Well, it's a good thing they'll know about this.
I like I said, I am a genius. So
we do the same thing all the time.
Well, good to finally meet y'all guys.
Good to meet you as well.
Clarification: Yadi is not a travel agent. She works for an ultra luxury cruise line. No wonder you're on so many cruises. Okay, Yadi, thank you for that. Okay, where were we? I think that was my question. So we'll just go LeAnne, Mary Ellen, and Dave. So LeAnne, what's your next question?
Okay. If you could bring back some of the Disney magic that has been lost, what would you bring back?
Ooh, that's a tough one.
That is a tough one. There are still plenty of cast members who truly love their job, but I would love to see every cast member in that kind of a mentality of, this isn't just a job. This isn't just, a stepping stone in my career. This is it. This is everything that I want. This is everything that I wanted for my life. And every day that I'm here, it's something magical. It's something amazing. And I want to give that to the guest. That's the experience that I recall in the few times I went growing up and everything. And that's something that it's not lost. I won't say it's lost. I would just say it's not as prevalent as it once was.
It's a bit hidden.
True.
Yeah, I completely agree with that, because growing up, I just remember cast members were so magical to me as a child. I was like, wow, who are these magical people? They're so nice and friendly and welcoming. And like Eric said, that's still there. It's just not as prevalent as it used to be.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, Mary Ellen.
Okay, so I'm not trying to start controversy. Dave's here; he can do that. So, how do you feel about Genie Plus, as opposed to having the lightning lanes and the fast passes, and besides the pay part, it seems like to me Genie Plus's lines are super long and not very convenient when you're actually paying the money now.
Right.
I'm gonna put myself on mute right now.
You better.
So we can be in the park anywhere from 3 or 4 times a week, and we have yet to ever use Genie Plus. We both recall using FastPass in its many different iterations over the years. Never used Genie Plus. Not to say it's not a good system. We don't know one way or the other.
Yeah.
We tend to, as people who can come back tomorrow, it just doesn't make as much sense to us.
Exactly.
Right.
If it was our once in a year, once in a 6 month, once in a lifetime opportunity, absolutely, we would spend whatever we need to in order to make sure that we got to experience as much as possible.
Especially like the rides that you really want to go on, to make sure you make the most out of your time.
But I would agree with you. There's times that those FastPass lines almost look longer than the
they're called lightning lane now.
Lightning lanes look almost longer than the standby, and it's like, what's going on?
They're very long
there?
sometimes, and it's like, what?
They are still good. They get fed into the ride.
They move them along. They move those lightning lanes along very quickly.
They do.
But I tell you what, I do miss FastPass.
Yes.
I think FastPass was phenomenal. I wish they'd bring it back. I know it's not going to happen more than likely, but I do miss FastPass.
It doesn't make sense for them on a business perspective to bring back FastPass.
Of course not, but I do miss that.
Yeah, I think Dave agrees with us.
To get 2 or 3 at a time and not have to wait, till that one goes away and that one, you're sitting there looking at your phone all day.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's not the way to enjoy the parks,
No. You gotta be looking up to see what's around you to really enjoy Disney. So when you're looking down at your phone, it's not the same. But
right.
We say that as live streamers who are constantly looking at our phones.
That's true.
Good answer.
Yeah, that's a good answer. All right, Dave.
All right. So so far from what I was able to get from some of the conversations that y'all have had, it sounds like y'all haven't really talked about Disney dining yet, have you? Fantastic.
We haven't.
Excellent. All right. So, for the amount of times that you've been to Walt Disney World, have you been able to go to some of the premium full service restaurants? And I'll just give you an example, like Ohana's or Cinderella's Table or something like that. And then, if you have, what are your top three full service premium Disney restaurants?
We haven't gone to many, to say that right off the bat, just because they're a little bit pricier than we would like.
So we have been a little picky choosy on it,
But
so maybe I need to rephrase it to also quick service.
Okay.
There you go.
Well, I mean, right off the bat, I want to say my favorite was easily when we went to Steakhouse 71.
Yes.
Oh.
I have heard a lot of good things about that place.
We had a waiter, a cast member that I think sold that place for us.
That
just kind of
cast member
permanently.
was magical. Like the experience was amazing. The hostess, they were all just so kind there.
Yeah.
The food quality was amazing.
Steak is good.
The
Steak
steak
is
is like, it was phenomenal, in our opinion. Yeah.
It's the hollandaise sauce
Like,
made there.
I would say the sides were a little bit of a letdown, to be honest, but the steak was very good. And the drinks were very good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Easily.
Do you remember the drinks that you had?
So we didn't have too many of them, is what she's saying.
Oh.
But,
Well, you know, it's like, you know, if you had some wine or if you had a daiquiri, you know, I didn't.
see, we had an old fashioned.
We don't remember the names exactly, but it was one was like a pear martini sort of drink, and then the other was like a coffee old fashioned.
Yeah.
They were both
Nice.
very good.
Oh yeah.
Awesome.
Yes, delicious.
I think I got a refill of my old fashioned.
Yeah, but we got one refill of the coffee old fashioned, and we shared it because that was our favorite out of the two.
Oh,
that's awesome.
I'm naive, but does that make you stay awake?
Does it make you stay awake? No.
Oh no.
No.
But it was very good.
We drink too much coffee, maybe. So
We're coffee drinkers, yes.
a little bit of caffeine. It doesn't really do anything there.
It gave a very good flavor, though.
Your
the
caffeine
alcohol more than
tolerance
anything
is
else
through the roof.
What?
How about your quick service? Like, what would be your top 3 quick service
Top 3 quick service
in the entire resort?
in the entire.
So I think she's going to say her favorite that we've experienced so far was probably Pinocchio's.
I was surprised by Pinocchio's Village House. I wouldn't put it on my top. Would I put it on my top 3? I don't think I would put it on my top 3.
No,
but it was surprisingly good. Oh,
hey Chris.
It was surprisingly good because we got a chorizo flatbread that came with like a cilantro crema sauce that was pretty good, and we got like these Hawaiian donuts with a Dole Whip pineapple sauce, which was pretty impressive, actually.
Yeah.
I wouldn't put on my top 3. Definitely for me includes when we went to Woody's Lunchbox in Hollywood Studios. Their Pop-Tarts are actually really fresh.
Yeah.
Really?
Best Pop-Tarts I've ever had. We got one for Halloween time. It was like a pumpkin pie Pop-Tart. It was really good. Granted, I love pumpkin.
All right, I'm you've already sold me now on that. Pumpkin
I'm hungry.
pie pop, man. I'm like, all right, I got to check that out.
And if you do that, the adults lemonade.
It's called Grown Ups Lemonade. So it's lemonade with like a cherry puree and something else, but it was
vodka or something.
And vodka maybe, but it wasn't very alcoholic, which was perfect because it's warm out. You don't want to have too much alcohol because it's dehydrating. But it was very tasty.
Ooh, the River Roost over at
oh yeah, we like that place.
Port Orleans,
Port
Riverside.
Orleans, yeah.
Yes.
So that is a bar technically. That
bar lounge.
Yeah.
Talk about where Yeehaw Bob performs.
Yeehaw Bob,
yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
And they, if you are into drinking alcoholic drinks, they pour much better than anywhere else in Disney property.
They pour very well. Yes.
Oh, there you go.
I'm just kidding. It's water. I promise.
But like the bartenders and the waiting staff there are excellent. If you want anything, they'll make it happen.
Yeah.
And oddly enough, the brisket and tater tots there, because they share a kitchen with the sit-down restaurant right next door.
The Boatsmith or
something like
something
that.
like about
boat. Boat rights or something. Yeah, shipwrights.
Something like boat.
boat rights. Yep.
Yes.
That's it.
Amazing. Really good.
Yeah, like the tater tots, the brisket, the sauce, and we've had other things too, like a cheese thing.
The fried cheese.
It was a fried cheese of some sort. But of all the things we tried, we highly recommend those brisket tater tots.
Yeah.
Very good.
Nice.
And
so that's 2. See, what's your 3rd one?
We've done. We also. I keep thinking of sit-down restaurants.
Or sit-down.
I remembered the sit-down restaurant across from in Magic Kingdom.
Yes. Okay, we're thinking the same one.
Yeah.
Skipper Canteen. Skipper Canteen in Adventureland and Magic Kingdom. So good.
Yeah.
So good. We got the
cachapas.
We got the corn cachapas with like pork on top, like shredded pork, and it had like an avocado crema. all so delicious. And I'm not a beer person. I do drink them occasionally just to see what my taste palette is. But they have a beer called Kungaloosh.
I've heard of this.
The Kungaloosh is delicious. It's a red ale. And it's like perfectly spiced and balanced. Like, I don't know what they do magically in that beer, but
if you could imagine a beer that's not very hoppy, that you could probably define as like Christmas in beer form.
Yeah, I think the waitress we had actually told us it tastes like Christmas. I was like, you sold me, I will have one. And it was very good.
You about sold me too. That sounds good.
Yeah. I think the name sold me.
Yeah. I'm always in the mood for something like exotic.
Yeah.
But yeah, if we get an opportunity to go back there, I think we'll probably just get that appetizer, the cachapas.
The corn cachapas, amazing with the pork. I don't know what it's.
Is it
fish.
cachapas?
It's something cachapas.
It's something like that.
And it's like a little. What it is? It's like a little corn. Think of a little corn pancake.
Yeah.
So it's like a little sweet, and then just the beef, the shredded pork on top, and with like it has a cheese on it, and then the avocado crema.
Like that white crumbled cheese that it's good.
Yeah,
y'all do a great job of describing the food.
I know.
I mean, yeah. Do y'all do restaurant reviews on your channel?
We do not.
Y'all should. Y'all should. Y'all, I mean, really, it's very descriptive.
Cold, you know.
What's that? What's that, Eric?
By the time we finish talking, our food's going to be cold.
Indeed.
And that's coming from a great restaurant reviewer himself. Dave's great with restaurant reviews.
Thank you.
They're top notch. I vouch.
We got to tune into some of those so we can learn from the master.
Yes. Great reviews.
Y'all surpass me before you even know it, man.
Oh,
if you love food, I mean, because it sounds like y'all really do love food, then it'll just come right off. Yeah, because y'all do a great job of describing it. It's I mean, you've already got us like my mouth is watering, and I just had Chick-fil-A, and I'm still hungry now.
Are you serious?
Yes,
I had Chick-fil-A tonight.
Are you serious?
I did.
It's National Pizza Day.
What are you guys doing?
Come on, guys.
Think alike.
It is?
I don't know. That's what our pizza place told us.
That's what our app told us on Buy Pizza.
Man, we missed the boat on that one.
Huh. I must have watched about 3 of the One Bite guy tonight, if you've seen his reviews.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I haven't seen him since, goodness, it's been a number of years. But yeah, he did a pretty good, he used to do pretty good with that. It was also funny because it's all based on one bite.
Yeah.
I think you need at least 2 bites.
At least 2?
Yeah, he does.
I've seen the One Bite guy, but I would think you at least need 2 bites.
I've seen him eat 2 whole slices before he said anything.
That's cheating.
Well, it was just all in one bite. That's all.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, I'm gonna ask the next question. Oh, I guess so many. Would you? So you already answered this question. You don't consider yourself rope drop people?
We have never been to rope drop.
We have not done a rope drop.
So we're more closeout people.
Okay, that was my other question.
Yeah, we like to be there 2 and a little bit past close because they keep the stores open. We like to do a lot of the shopping then. We like to make sure we're not the last ones in the park.
Always make sure we're not the last ones, yes, because that would be bad.
We're not there to be a pain to the cast members. We understand there's a lot that they go through in the day.
There was just one night we were the last ones in the store by accident, but that was a weird night. That was at Hollywood Studios. There were so many people around us.
We looked at an item, we turned around,
and we look up and everybody's gone. We're like, uh-oh, we're so sorry. And we're like, we walked fast out of there. We're like, so sorry, good night.
I mean, I know it's a thing, and some channels have tried to take advantage of that, and hopefully they're changing. But my brother and I, we typically would go to the Epcot show and be at the far back so that we let everybody go, and then you get that sense of the empty walkout, which is so nice.
It really is. When you see Harmonious and then you go up for the post show, just walk right up to the fence along the lake and everything and just enjoy that post show.
Exactly.
Turn around and then you're one of maybe 6 or 8 people that did the same. They all immediately leave and you turn back around and it's just an empty, I don't even know what the lake is called. At Epcot, but it's
World
an empty
Showcase
World Showcase. Yeah,
and
it's just beautiful.
It's so nice. Well, that's a good answer. All right, we're back to LeAnne.
Okay, merchandise is becoming very, very, very popular at Walt Disney World. Is it more about the merchandise or the rides to you?
I think it's all part of the I know this is like a cheating answer, but I think it's both part of the experience, like the rides, the atmosphere, the decorations, seeing the like not necessarily purchasing the merchandise, but I do enjoy seeing the merchandise, especially keeping up to like what I do a lot is a lot of merchandise research. So I keep up to date with like what's coming out, what's new. So when we're going through the stores, I'm not showing every single thing. I'm like, this is what's new. This is what's new. So like, it's not going to be a boring time for most.
And before we started doing any of this, we were viewers first. So we think, okay, what does everybody want to see? And we enjoy the rides, we do. But we also know if we go on People Mover all day long, it might not be the greatest to other people because enjoying the ride in person is very different than enjoying the ride on stream.
Yeah.
When it comes to merchandise, I don't personally care for much of it on my end. I like the dry fit hats are very nice. I bought 2 of those ages ago and have been keeping them.
We've been keeping them clean.
In as good a condition as possible because I don't intend to buy any more if I can help it. But
I do love me the bucket hats and those mini ears. When they come out with cute designs, don't get me wrong, I don't buy like every hat and every ears that come out. I wait for like the cute designs.
Yeah. But on my end, I prefer more of the rides, I think. And I think Monica tends to like at least window shopping.
It depends what rides. I like the calmer rides.
Yeah, Living with the Land and things
Living
like
with
that.
the Land. Oh gosh, I love it.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. I like both a lot. I would say rides over merch at Disney because it's more of an.
If you have to do one.
If I have to do one over the other, I would pick rides because it's more of an experience.
Yeah. I have Living with the Land poster right behind my head.
Oh, there you go.
My favorite ride.
Oh my goodness. So nice. I love it.
Okay. Mary Ellen.
Okay. You can pick any park you want. When it gets crowded and crazy and you just want to find a quiet spot to sit, where's your quiet spot?
I don't know. She wants to know our secret spot.
Our secret spot?
Or if you don't want to reveal your secret spot.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. I was just joking.
We were joking.
So it's easy to feel overwhelmed with a number of the parks. Animals are a great one for having a lot of places to duck and cover and just breathe for a little bit. There's a lot of space in back towards Dinoland now to do that, unfortunately and fortunately. Out towards Kilimanjaro safaris, especially once the safari is closed, that area is just so quiet.
Yeah. Like, especially like there's a food area that like the train goes right by the safari. That's a really nice area. If you just want to sit down, there's tables and everything.
Harambe Market. Yeah, they've got fans as well there. And for parks like, I almost said MGM, parks like Hollywood Studios, there's not a whole lot of places to duck and cover right now.
I would say if you wanted a calm area, well, I was going to say, where like Star Wars, the Bay area is where like Little Mermaid is.
Oh, yeah.
Little Mermaid. That's a really quiet area now since Little Mermaid's been down.
That's true.
Unfortunately.
Launch Bay and the Disney Junior area.
Yeah, that area is always quiet.
Yeah.
Except when Disney Junior is like during the day.
During the day, because we're used to going in the evenings.
Yeah, but the Launch Bay itself is a nice quiet place almost all the time. Like they do meet and greets sometimes with Darth Vader for card holders and such, but other than that, it's real quiet back there. Magic, usually if you want to duck and cover, get on People Mover, get on just a ride that just separates you from everybody for a little bit.
Yeah.
There's not a whole lot of places otherwise to.
Well, they have those areas like by Big Thunder. There's like the rocking chairs,
Actually, anything over by Big Thunder, other than the queue at this point, should be good because with Splash closed, everything back there is going to be a lot quieter.
It was very quiet last time we went.
Also, where they used to serve McDonald's French fries by.
Not so much in the daytime, I don't think as much, but in the evening time, it's pretty empty there.
I'm trying to think of that area.
There's a lot of spots if you look for them.
They're
just like not your usual walkways.
And then Epcot, go back into the World
Any
Showcase.
Of the pavilions,
any of the
really.
Pavilions. Just duck into one
China
of the pavilions.
pavilion.
Go towards the back of the pavilion. It'll be quiet.
Yeah, Morocco especially lately.
Yeah,
that's been a very quiet one.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Sorry, Mary Ellen.
I said I like it.
Yeah, agreed. Dave.
All right. Now y'all have mentioned, I actually had this question. I actually was going to ask this question now that you've piqued my interest on the fact that you close out the parks. Have y'all actually tried the after hours ticket, and would you recommend it for people who may go to Walt Disney World maybe once or twice every couple of years?
So the only one we've ever done is not necessarily after hours. It was the Christmas party.
Yeah, that's the only special ticketed event we've done thus far, is the Mickey's Christmas party.
Which, again, I think is partially because it's, as someone who can just go again tomorrow, it's maybe not so worth it to do something like that. But like you said, if it's one of our once in a lifetime or once in a year or once in even just a few month trip.
Like if you're financially able to afford those parties and it isn't like you don't go very often, I mean, it seems like something really cool.
It seems like a no-brainer. Yeah.
There's rare characters we've heard and like less crowds. And
are you able to ride the majority of the rides?
They keep a certain number of them open,
it's
and
on the
it's
pamphlet,
usually,
I think.
yeah, it's usually public what is going to be open and what's not for those events. There are certain events that more is open than others. Certain rides will not be open because it's so late, just strictly because of that.
Because we don't have all the employees still working after hours
that
too.
Well.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Now, have y'all been able to, just a follow-up question on that, since you guys are doing closeouts, have y'all seen the Tron at night yet?
Pretty much continuously since we started live streaming, we've been watching Tron evolve over time. And when it turned on its lights,
it's been so cool.
It has.
Yeah.
We saw it for the first time orange last night.
Last night when we saw the fireworks show, we saw it in the background turning orange and blue, and it was pretty spectacular.
It was.
We ran to get on People Mover.
Yeah, I have to say, for the brief amount of footage that I've seen, and I mean, and y'all know I've been kind of slamming on Disney lately. That's pretty good. It was like, oh wow, we're actually going back to top-notch first class stuff now. Wow. I was really impressed with that.
Yeah, I think the fact that they already had it in the park and they knew how popular and how successful it was, I think it was going to be a no-brainer from the start when they started bringing it over here. Mm-hmm. But really, the footage you've seen really doesn't do it justice. If you haven't gone to the park yet and seen it, I don't think I've seen any footage yet that really made me say, wow, like seeing it in person,
It's so grand.
It is.
I think that's a good word to describe it. It's grand and like
brilliant. Just the lights and everything.
And when you see it, we wait for it to come by and get it on camera, and it's like, okay, it's coming.
It's an exciting thing just watching it go by.
We cannot wait to ride it. Unfortunately, our pass blocks is out from going during the opening day times. Oh. So we'll get on it as soon as we can.
Yep.
That's for sure.
You gonna try to stream it?
We cannot, unfortunately, because they make you, from what we've heard and from what we know, they make you put everything in lockers before you get on the ride.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Unless you have like a GoPro or something.
Unless you have a GoPro.
You can use a GoPro.
Yeah.
Okay.
On your chest is what I heard. I don't know if you can on your head.
What about on your wrist?
If we could set it up on the wrist or head or even just the chest, there's just no way to. We use iPhones when we're live streaming. Yeah. And there's no way to hook that up to use an external camera kind of thing.
Yeah.
So we'd have to spend some money to be able to live stream it at this point. But we also don't have a GoPro to start with. So.
I'm like, we don't have a GoPro either.
Yeah,
if you have a GoPro.
Yeah. That one, Space Mountain, and
Big Thunder
often on Big Thunder.
Yeah, maybe.
They've been enforcing and non-enforcing that. So,
I have a trick. I have a trick that I have used to stream actual high intensity roller coasters at Carowinds. Yeah, it's actually it's I mean, and this is just shows you how second rate I am. I usually use I use one of the you know those runner straps that you can actually just Velcro to your arm. Well, I cut a hole where the camera would be on the phone, and I inserted it in there and put it on my wrist.
Oh.
And so then now, of course, I'm riding the roller coaster like this.
That's tough.
But it works.
Hey.
So I don't know. I don't know if you want to try that out, see if that works.
Honestly, when I heard as long as it's mounted securely, I was like, duct tape is secure.
There you go. Put some duct tape around there.
There it is. Good on good. Hat cam.
Oh, man.
That's awesome.
Okay, I will say, excuse me, we are approaching the end of the hour, and I like to be respectful because I know it's coming up on 10 out there. It's only 9 here, but so maybe we could all go around and ask one more question, and then we'll give you a chance just to kind of share a little bit more about what your plans are. But my last question then would be, since you've been going live and for long periods of time, which I find amazing, what is it that you would tell other live streamers to be prepared for when you're going to spend 4 or 5 hours on a live stream?
In Florida, most importantly, hydrate.
Okay, yeah. That's good.
But just be patient and be respectful to those around you, because we as live streamers are blessed with the opportunity to go again whenever we want. Not everyone is given that opportunity, and there's going to be a lot of frustration with people that maybe they can't see the show because you're holding your phone up or something. Just be respectful to those around you. We try to lower the brightness down as far as we can when we're going on a ride. We try to keep everything at eye level if we can help it, so that if my head was going to block somebody anyway, it's not, up here where it blocks little Susie on her dad's shoulders or something.
Yeah.
And just every now and again, put down the camera and just enjoy the magic and just take it in. It's something that you miss after a while when you're just looking through the phone,
And wear good, comfortable shoes.
Yes.
Yeah. And I can say, Eric, from what we've talked tonight, you obviously were raised with very good manners.
No.
No. Seem like it.
Well, thank you, sir.
You too, Monica.
My parents were cave people. No, yeah. Both our families have raised us, with manners. And it's like, if you want respect, you got to respect others first. Because what do you expect in respect for if you're not giving it back to others,
Yeah.
Respect yourself, and you got to respect those around you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I've seen you with some of the interactions with people you've met at the parks, and it's always been very, very pleasant. I like that.
Hopefully we don't scare anyone away in person. I mean, that's an opportunity to.
Yeah, we've met a lot of amazing people, a lot of amazing families, and it's like, thank you so much for all your support. And it's like, we can't be doing this without everyone's support. That's number
what it all
one,
comes down to. Mm-hmm.
For sure. Okay, we're back to LeAnne.
Okay, I'm going to make this last one simple. Have you been up in the balloon at Disney Springs?
I have not convinced her to yet.
He has not convinced me to yet. I think that's a great response.
It looks.
It doesn't look so bad when it's a calm day.
If it's windy, it looks really fun.
If it's at all windy, that balloon could be like going this way and then that way, and it's like, oh wow, that's a little bit intense there.
A little bit of motion sickness on that one.
Which, that is why they test the weather and they make sure they don't go up when the weather's too crazy. But sometimes, you can't predict the weather 100%. And we've seen folks on there and it's like, that's leaning a lot.
But we love Disney Springs, and that balloon is just a staple. And you can see it from so far away. It's really neat.
Yeah, that is cool.
I haven't been on.
Okay. Favorite park?
We've always answered this Epcot.
Epcot, we would normally say Magic Kingdom. It's just unfortunately the transportation to get to Magic Kingdom and get back to the Magic Kingdom and the parking situation doesn't make it very fun at the moment. But hopefully, if it improves at all, Magic Kingdom might be our number one.
But also, it really can't improve too much because that would take away from the fact that you're getting on that monorail, you're getting on that boat to go to this magical place. You're not just parking right up at the front gates. And
yeah, but last night we parked very far away, and the tram was not even an option for where they parked us. So that was very unfortunate.
Yeah. Well, Epcot also doesn't have trams back yet either.
That's true.
And we have parked very far with Epcot.
I don't know. I just feel like getting into Epcot's a lot easier.
It's easier to get to Epcot.
It's easier to get to Epcot. And they have all the festivals.
And the food.
The food, the wine, the drinks. Spaceship Earth, the light shows they do now with the light pixels and the music. Right now for Festival of the Arts, they have the Rainbow Connection.
And they have
the 40th. They have Figment. I think Epcot then.
Overall, I think it's the relaxed atmosphere at Epcot that really sells us on that one. We love how
it feels like a little bit more you can breathe and you can relax and just enjoy yourself, enjoy your surroundings a lot more so than any other park, in our opinion.
Yeah.
I agree.
I don't think you will find a disagreement on that at all.
No.
And
not in this group.
Yeah, in this group.
It's a good thing Epcot Bob's not on.
Yeah, and that's the thing. We don't have Epcot Bob on here yet, and he would just be like 1,000% agree.
That's right. All right, Dave.
All right. In true spirit of how my personality, I'm just going to go for something that's kind of crude. What's your favorite bathrooms in Walt Disney World?
That's a good question.
That's an awesome question. There's a lot of bathrooms.
What's your favorite toilet?
So this is really weird. I have never used a bathroom in Walt Disney World.
Oh yeah.
No way.
What?
Even as long as we live stream and everything, I've just never had the need to.
How is that possible? And you stay hydrated.
Yeah, we're sweating it out too. That's certainly happening. I don't know. We just when we're preparing, we make sure that we're ready in all sorts of wonderful ways. Porcelain throne being one of them, and as far as what I have seen, the Tangled bathrooms in Magic Kingdom look amazing.
Those are very popular. The Tangled bathrooms, yeah.
I've heard that.
Growing up,
I would agree.
Growing up, I have been to several Walt Disney World bathrooms. Yes. I would say by far one of my favorites that I can think of right off the top of my head is the one at the boardwalk. There's one in the boardwalk, and it's kind of like by the lobby. There's like this chair with like the carousel like right on top of it, and it's just a little bit more towards the right tuck there.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, that's one of my favorites. It's always clean.
Oh, tell you what, I take it back. I have used the restroom at Walt Disney World, and that was at the Boathouse in Disney Springs.
Yes, you did.
There you go.
Incredible bathroom. It was very clean.
Those
and very
bathrooms
nice.
Is it themed like a boat?
It is nautically themed. Yeah, it's very nice in there.
Yeah, those are very nice restrooms too. I would say I've been in there maybe once where it was not cleaned, so that's pretty good.
It almost makes
we
you
love
feel
the
like
Boathouse, so
it almost makes you feel like you shouldn't use the restroom there, because it feels like you're walking into a study or something. It's like this is not a bathroom.
It's a very fancy bathroom.
Don't hold it in.
It has one of those
Very
like
true.
extra that has the guy standing there by the door with the towels. Doesn't have that, does he?
No.
No. Okay.
No.
Not that fancy.
You don't have to tip
Not that
anybody on the way out. Thank you for listening to me. Here's the tip: never say I was ever here.
I was never here.
Here's the thing, though. I think, and this is just confirm if I'm, and this sounds insane. I know it sounds insane, but would you say that part of the reason for why you like those bathrooms would be like the smells of it too? Like how? I mean, I know it's a bathroom, but I mean,
I know what you mean.
It's like they have. It's like they pump some of the scents in there, and it's actually the scents that are themed like wherever you are, you know, and like the one that I love is the beach club, right?
Yeah.
And it's got that distinctive beach club smell, and even the bathroom has it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if I've been to the beach club.
I will need to start entering more bathrooms.
We try not to smell too much when we go into
Oh,
That's a
bathrooms.
streaming experiment. No, I'm just kidding.
They was right.
I would say we picked those because they're usually pretty clean, which is nice.
Yeah, and quiet as well. You know, the quieter the bathroom generally, the more
absolutely, yeah.
it is.
That's true.
And the quicker and easier you can proceed and move on. You know.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Dave.
I was going to say, this is what was this is on the subject of bathrooms. I found for anybody who's visiting Disney World, and y'all mentioned Epcot as your favorite park, and this is the thing about Epcot that's really cool is that there are bathrooms at the rear. At the rear of Journey into Imagination.
Yep, that's what I was just gonna say.
That's a fantastic little nook where you can just sit and relax and just get away from people. And you know, and usually, like I always said this because my mom, I always felt like we were waiting on my mom to go to the bathroom. So you know that we would just sit there and just chill and wait. But I mean, the bathrooms are, like you said, very calm, very quiet. I mean, and so that's, you know, just for all of our viewers out there, I do recommend that.
So sit there. Okay.
Yes.
In or outside? Which one are you referring
outside.
to? Okay. All right.
No. The outside courtyard area.
Yes, I know I know what you mean.
Yeah. Okay.
I just discovered that.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, really? You didn't know that was there?
No, not until our last trip when we were there.
See,
I think more people have been discovering it because they did a Pooh meet and greet kind of thing.
Yeah, Pooh hasn't helped the privacy situation in that corner. Winnie the Pooh.
Yeah,
let's clarify.
I know it's funny you said Pooh, and I'm like,
I was enjoying the semantics there for a little bit.
Trying to figure out what topic we're still on here.
But they had Winnie the Pooh with the butterfly net on the hill there,
and they had Joy before, but they moved Joy now back to where she used to meet and greet.
Yeah, so the rear, they used to have Pooh, you know, back behind Figment. They used to have Winnie the Pooh running around. So
no pun intended.
No.
Right?
I told you I would take this stream to the toilets. You're welcome, Dean. You're welcome.
Yeah. Thank you. Do you want me to sing? Thank you. You're welcome. I mean. All right. Well, I will say, and the bathroom intrigues me. I feel like we should do a stream on that. I don't know if you guys saw Diz Our Dream had a little. You saw that, Mary Ellen?
Oh no, poor Jeff.
Oh yeah, you heard about that?
I don't think streaming the bathrooms is necessarily the wisest idea.
He didn't do it on purpose, though.
No, it was just the audio. He didn't have the video in there.
We were in his pocket, but it became unmuted. So we could hear everything then.
Yeah.
And he was so embarrassed.
Yeah. It took him a while. Jeff is a whistler, by the way.
Oh man.
Oh no.
I've got to check it out now.
I'll try to find the link.
I'm amazed he kept it up.
Yeah.
I don't think Angela's ever gonna forget it.
No.
She'll never leave him alone again.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was good. Janie B says, "Oh no," and Nick is saying, "Jeff."
It's like a thing of nightmares.
Well, guys, let's let you finish. And so, obviously, you guys are growing. I see more and more people in your chats. Very exciting. Share what your plans are with park hoppers.
Yeah. So we're gonna continue to keep at it 3 times a week for now. That's Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. As we need to, we adjust to Tuesdays or Thursdays whenever necessary. We are going to continue to do more and more Disney content. Yeah. We'll continue to hit the parks as much as possible. We're starting to do a little bit more Magic Kingdom than we did previously.
Yeah, much more Magic Kingdom.
Again, just because it was logistically not as easy as a lot of the other parks, and it still isn't. But we've really been enjoying our time there.
We've got to enjoy Enchantment and Harmonious before it goes away too.
That too. So definitely expect more Enchantment and Harmonious before the end of March.
Yeah.
We would like to eventually expand out to maybe doing what is it, City Walk over at Universal maybe one day.
Yeah, City Walk looks pretty cool, and because we've explored a lot of Disney Springs, but not so much City Walk.
And then
that's a thought for
eventually
the future.
Maybe getting Universal passes and doing that as well, doing some content around Orlando in general, but that's all far down the line. For now,
Blue sky ideas.
Blue sky ideas. There you go. For now, it's pretty much strictly Disney. It's just our comfort zone.
We love Disney, and we love sharing it with anybody who wants to enjoy it with us. Really.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Well, thank you very much for being on here. And again, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I'll try to get, I don't know how much of it. I do have some or one a week on the live place. I should try to get all three of them. Sometimes I get a little behind. So
you're good.
Anyway,
thank you so much
for being, yeah.
Thank you so much for having us on tonight. And thank you so much for featuring us on your website. We really appreciate that.
Well, it was my pleasure. And as usual, thank you to my partners, LeAnne, MaryEllen, and Dave. We're missing Epcot Bob tonight. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Thank you to everybody in the chat. Nice to see everybody. I see we've got the fans of the Green Bay Packers just hopping in. Nice to see you. And all right. Thanks very much. We'll say goodnight until next time. Have a great day.
Bye.